There. Okay, let's get ourselves comfy. Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sofia Rosado. If you guys have never been here before, welcome. And in today's video, I have a special guest with me. What is your name?
Hi, my name is Cheryl.
Okay, she's amazing. She's a part of the cast I'm in right now, A Charlie Brown Christmas. She is the lady I talked about actually in my last video, so I'm so happy that you're joining me.
Thank you.
She is an actress, a dancer, a choreographer, and she is originally from California, and so she moved from California to here, so I know who I'm going to be visiting now when I go to California. But without further ado, we are going to be answering some questions about the industry. Cheryl has been in the industry for a really long time, so she definitely has a lot of insight and things that she can share with you guys. We're going to be talking about rejection today and how to deal with that. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Hopefully I don't fall off the chair.
Yeah, we're both small.
There's a fly here who's interested.
There's a fly who's
hearing.
also interested in this video.
Say.
I swear, there's always a fly in here, so enjoy that. The first thing I wanted to talk about is just because you get rejected, it doesn't mean you're not talented. There's a lot of people up for like the roles that you're up for. You're not the only one walking into the room. There's millions of no's before you get told yes, typically, unless you're just really lucky and you just get told yes right away. Do you have anything also just to add on?
One thing that I'm learning, especially in my acting class, and the first day that we came together to discuss acting and being in this class, was our teacher told us we're enough. And I think that that's a good place to start, that you have to know, no matter what, you're always enough. Whatever decisions the casting folks make, that's sometimes really out of your control. The only thing that you can do is just come in as prepared as you can, do your job, and just leave it. And I have the hardest time as well, like right after I'm done with a scene or something, I could say a million times, oh my gosh, if I only would have done that.
Yeah.
If I would have done that. And again, that kind of comes back to your preparation. Know that not every decision has to be that you didn't do a good job or anything like that. It's just, there's so many different variables.
Exactly.
But you just go in, do your thing, and if you hear, wonderful. If you don't, you don't. And
don't beat yourself up.
Don't beat yourself up. I do it all the time.
Every day, we're beating ourselves up.
You know,
I also wanted to say, like you said, it's like kind of out of our control. Sometimes they may not cast you because you're not tall enough, or you're too short, or you're not blonde enough, or you're too blonde. I don't know. It's just like, it's very picky of an industry, so don't let it bother you. And just being your most authentic self and just come as you are and don't change yourself for the industry.
Absolutely. There's nothing you can do. I mean, like, Sophia here is in beautiful pink and I'm in all black. So
this is not like Cheryl, actually. She's like
it's just a matter of like who you are and putting yourself, your best self forward. Take one day at a time and just let the casting people do their job, and you just do yours.
Yeah, no, Cheryl is not usually in all black though, guys. Don't let her fool you.
Most days I'm in all black.
No, she's usually
like over here. Most days I'm in all black. I'll just repeat that.
Cheryl's like full of colors. I see what you wear to rehearsal. She's got colors going.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm here. My tips are, I always say, if they don't choose me, that's their loss. I always just say that, like, just to have like the confidence booster, like walk in and it's like, oh, you didn't choose me? Okay, that's your loss. But don't say that to them to their face, of course. But don't put yourself down about it. Like, if you don't get the job, don't be like, well, I'm never auditioning again. Like, no. The industry needs you. There's a place for you. If it's not this job, it'll be another job. So don't put yourself down about it. Like, keep auditioning.
Also, keep training.
Keep training.
Stop. You have to keep training. You have to go to your dance classes, your acting classes, your singing, vocals, whatever it is. Just, you constantly have to train. So if you're not working on a job, then you're in class.
Exactly.
That's my formula.
Exactly. So. I agree, because this is a very short contract. As soon as this show is done, I'm gonna go straight back to training. I hope to make it out to LA as well, drop into some dance classes. Cheryl and I are gonna be dancing together, like
we'll be like,
hey. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Some groovy stuff. LA is like a place I'd love to. So like, see myself living in eventually someday too. So New York City and LA, girl, you know. I also like to say that no part is ever too small. You know, make the best of what role you're casted in. Don't beat yourself up about it if you're not the lead role. That's okay. Your time will come, I'm sure. I always like to remember my acting teacher told me in college that there is never such thing as a small role, but there's only such thing as a small actor. So you can be the best actor in a small role and make that role the most memorable. Like I've been impactful, yeah. I've been in shows where I wasn't the lead, and I remember after the show was done, there was people in the audience that came up to me and they were like, you were amazing. Like you were my favorite character. And I was like, I came on a few times, but okay. And I think it's just like what you make of the role and put in.
Even if you have a small role, maybe you were very impactful and that they wanted more of you. So then that might lead to other casting opportunities where they get to see more of you.
Exactly. And you never know who's in the like watching.
Yeah.
Like there could be someone like a celebrity in the audience that you don't know about, or a casting director, an agent that wants to sign you and help you. So just like always be like prepared and ready to work and bring your best. I've done a lot of auditions. I am new to the industry. I'm only 19. Cheryl has so much on her resume. She was telling me the other day, she's like, I got like 3 pages of resume. But that's all about like, you know, experience and age and years. And Cheryl's been training for a while. She's done cruise lines and in some films. She's done a bunch of theater, choreographer and director. So she's done a lot. I've been glad that I got to know her too, because I feel like she's kind of like a little mentor to me as well. Going into the auditioning side of things, you know, go in and have a fun time. Don't think of it as an audition. I like to think of every audition like just a master class. I'm going in, learning a dance that the director, choreographer is teaching, and I'm going to make it like a dance class and not think about me getting judged at the end of it. I think just have fun with the audition experience. Like don't go in and freak out too much, because if you're nervous, you're not gonna be probably bringing your best self. So just relax. Also talk to people in the audition room, I think too. Sometimes you don't always have to. What do you think about that actually? Do you think you should talk to the people in an audition?
There's a couple of ways to approach an audition. I mean, I have watched people, it's social hour and everybody's excited to see everyone again, or you just finished a job and this person finished a job, so you're coming together to talk about those things. But I've also seen some of my professional teachers who are very centered and very grounded. So you're gonna see professional dancers. We're talking people who are like, we're in Smooth Criminal, and hi Vince Patterson if you're out there. Who just really focus and get grounded, and they're stretching, they're not really visiting with people. I mean, people would probably like me go over and approach them, but they're not reaching out to other people.
I would definitely say you're a social butterfly.
I am. And I have a tendency just to keep talking.
That's great.
It's important though, even at an audition, to center and ground yourself so you can make sure that you're relaxed, so you can do the best job you can do.
Exactly.
And you really want to give it your all. You want to give full out. And also you want to pace, because some auditions today are much longer than they were in the past. They can keep you there for an 8-hour day.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And so you just really need to be within yourself and center yourself. And you're there for the casting though. Don't forget that you don't lose yourself in the social aspects of it all, that you're losing yourself to maybe somebody else getting the job that you could have had. So
because we're all competing against each other at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, it's you and that floor, and it's you against the mirror. So and you're only competing with yourself, really. There's no other competition.
Oh my god, I love that. I love that.
Other than yourself.
It's you against the mirror. I love that. Wow, I have to quote that. Me adding that in my book. If you're a negative energy, they're not going to cast you. So just like show your most authentic, nice self. If you are a good person, then show that.
Part of what we wanted to do today was also talk a lot about like rejection in the industry. I have a couple of stories that happened to me during audition process that I did want to share with you. And just again, you just never know from one audition to the next what they're looking for. But obviously I'm very short. I'm only 4 feet 8 inches tall, so I'm one of the shortest people. Jimmy Locust, I think you're even an inch or two taller than I am. But I'm probably one of the shortest dancers in LA at this point in time. Arlene Hoffman, sorry if I can mention you too. I know you're a shorty with me. And she's brilliant.
She makes me feel tall. I'm 5'2", and all my friends laugh at me because I'm short, but you know, I met a shorter person.
Again, dance tall, right? So, yeah, so I went to this audition for an amusement park that they were building in Japan. It was called Ben Hutash, and I think it was like a Holland theme park that they were building in Japan. So they were having a dancer call, and all the short guys that I was dancing with, they all got eliminated, and I was pretty much the only one standing at the end of this audition. So we had to go get our passports, and we had to have everything ready to go for the callback. So I get to the callback, and I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be probably relatively quick. So I had like maybe just like a little broccoli and a little rice for breakfast, and that was it. At the end of the audition, they cast, and I was an alternate. So I thought I would still be going overseas, and you know, at least, you know, alternate to me was like a swing. So that didn't happen, and the choreographer, he caught me in the parking lot, and he said, like, you know, I had impeccable timing, and, you know, everything, like my timing for all the choreography, everything was spot on. So the next week, I went to a Disney call for a Vegas show. I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen, Cheryl. But I went anyway, and it was the same choreographer, the same choreography that we had been learning the past 2 weeks. Yeah. And so you would think I would at least nail it and still get a call back, even if they didn't choose me for the job, but they did not. They cut me like right out the gate. Oh my gosh. And I did go up to the choreographer, I don't remember who it was, and I did say impeccable timing. So that was not very cool on my part. Don't ever do anything like that, because
Cheryl is a savage. Comment down below.
It's not probably the best approach, but he understood what I meant, and I'm sure he felt bad for me, but you know, how could I do such a great job one week in one audition, have the same choreography, and not do well or even book? So those were some things that I had to learn. I was probably 18 at the time at that audition. 18, so I was very, very young, so I didn't know. So, you know, you just kind of accept things graciously and don't say things like that. But
exactly.
So that was
definitely don't. Just be like, if you get rejected, don't be like, well. It's such a small world where like the director could be a director for this other show and another show and another show. And I actually was originally going in for another show, and then I didn't get that show. And they saw me for this show that I'm currently booked in right now. And so they kind of just like slid me into this, and I went through like 6-7 rounds of callbacks in order to be in this show. So it was just kind of like, you have to just keep on staying hopeful, because if you don't book that job, they might still remember you and then see you for something else too. But that's a really good story. So I definitely would have been like probably salty too, like impeccable timing. Salty. Sorry, this was my little slang coming in. Do you want to talk a little bit about your career?
Throughout my career, it's been kind of choppy, because I literally started when I was 18. I started with Disney when I was 18 as soon as I graduated from high school, and I stayed with Disney for about 17 years. And
oh my gosh.
I did tours for Disney, I did the cruise ship for Disney, I did a lot. And
I want to be Disney girl.
A lot of special events, premieres. It was such a wonderful time. I've been blessed. I had 5 national tours under my belt, and
it's amazing. You should be proud of
yourself. With some celebrities, and I'm still going. 53, and
she's still going. Like I said in the last video, look at her going. There is no freaking age, guys. I aspire to be Cheryl when I'm older. I want to be working and putting my leg up behind my head still at 50.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
No, yes, she can. She's lying. I saw her hitting the splits in the class.
Oh no, it's been a great ride. For my height and for what I've been able to accomplish, I'm just going to go ahead and give myself a pat on the back, I guess. But I'm transitioning now. I really enjoy choreographing, directing, and acting, and trying to tap into other resources and venues.
I think just being inspired too, like keeping
yeah.
the fire. I saw the other day, I was doing some self-tapes because never stop working, never stop auditioning like we've been saying. And I'm in this show, but I'm auditioning now for the 2022 season. And Cheryl like was helping me with my auditions, and I saw like the fire in her eyes. She was just like ready. She was like, okay, in the beginning, you're gonna be like running on. And I'm just like, okay. So she like definitely has a passion. I think you'll also find more about yourself as you do get older. Like, you know, you started off in the industry, you're working still actually as a performer, but then also Cheryl started getting into the, you know, directing and choreographing side of things, which is also amazing.
I'd give a shout out to Radio Revival. They had their show last Saturday at the Zephyr Theater in Hollywood off of Melrose, and I was fortunate enough to be their choreographer.
That's amazing.
And
oh my gosh.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. So hopefully we're gonna do it again in March. And
I think that's amazing.
some other shows
I would love to be in a show of Cheryl, so I'll come and audition.
You're in.
I'm in.
That's easy.
Okay, yeah. I also wanted to say, it was funny the other day, Cheryl was telling me, since we are shorter, I remember you were like, I'm gonna make a show of all short people.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm casting everyone that's short. So
eventually one day we'll have a short company.
A short
dance company. But Legs for Days. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll figure it out.
Legs for Days, but being 5 feet tall.
Yeah. But Sophie here, she's got Legs for Days. Like, she's got a great extension.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, even being as short as I am, I think a lot of people think I'm taller because I do have a very good extension with my legs, and so it's an illusion. If you have legs for days and you're still short, you're gonna look taller. Yeah. Do you have anything else?
No, just have a great time. Enjoy your journey. Remember, it's a journey. It's a process. You hit little milestones, so it's like the process is the training, and then you get the job. That's your journey, and then you start the process all over again for your next journey.
Exactly. Well, I really am so happy that you got to join me today.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, Cheryl!
Yay.
Comment down below. Hype up Cheryl in the comments. We love Cheryl. So
what about my Instagram? You guys want to know my Instagram?
I'll also put her Instagram right here, so you guys can go follow her and see her journey as well.
Yeah, Kendall.Cheryl.
Yes, Kendall.Cheryl. I'll put it right there. Go follow her. I'll also put it down in the description box. I really had a great time. I really hope we answered a lot of your guys' worries or concerns about the industry. Make sure you guys like this video and comment down more video suggestions and subscribe, of course. We love you guys.
Sophia's awesome, so please do.
Aw, thank you. Ready, show? We're gonna go like this.
All right.
And we're gonna go like that towards the camera.
Okay.
Bye! Bye.